What's up, everybody? Noah Hammond Terrell here, and I want to welcome you today, episode 2 of the Untethered Entrepreneurs, Untethered Daily. This is the show where I tap in and download something for our collective tribe of Untethered Entrepreneurs, those who are deeply vested and rooted in both personal development and transformation, as well as purpose-driven business and making an impact in the world. And so, let's see what's coming through today. Also, for those of you who are digging the content that comes in these broadcasts, we have a private group that you can apply for, and the comments below will have access to that, so check that out. And yeah, let's see what the info is for all of us today. What does the untethered entrepreneurs most need to hear today for our collective highest good and for the highest good of all other beings involved? Faith. Faith is an interesting catch-22 because oftentimes the very things that we think we need to see in order to have faith are the things that are waiting on the other side of us actually having faith. And for me, I've gone through many years trial, and I remember so many times after having built already my first 7-figure business and then having many years of like ups and downs and trial and error and not really that same success that I had early on in my entrepreneurial career. One time the message came in that the lesson that was being taught to me was one of faith, among other things: listening, trust, surrender, humility, all kinds of things like that as well. But faith was the big one, the main one. And God was showing it to me experientially through the fact that even though my business was doing ups and downs and income was doing ups and downs, time and time again, the resources that were needed were acquired in perfect timing for when they were needed. And I think if you look back at your life, you'll see that everything that you've ever truly needed has shown up when it was truly needed. And that, as Bashar says, is the definition of abundance. Abundance is not necessarily having all the riches in the world and not needing for anything in your mind. Abundance is truly having that which you need when you need it. And it can come from a variety of places. It can come from gifts, it can come from opportunities, it can come from actually having financial assets, it can come from having the ability to trade, it can come from your resourcefulness. And the centerpiece of all of this is faith. Again, faith is that catch-22 because a lot of times what our minds feel like we need to have in order to have that faith is the very thing that's waiting on the other side of us actually having faith. So my invitation to you is to invite faith into your life by recognizing the miraculous synchronicities that are already at play. The very fact that you're born, the very fact that your genetic makeup made it here, the very fact that you're a human being, the very fact that you have this body that does so many processes simultaneously, this miraculous effort just for you to have an experience of 3D reality. Like, there's such a synchronous, divine, intricate, complicated, complex, and also beautifully harmonious nature to our everyday existence that's happening right in front of you. And so my invitation to you today is to take the faith that you can draw out of the fact that that system even exists and apply it to that which you're having difficulty having faith in right now, whatever that might be. And recognize that as entrepreneurs, especially entrepreneurs on the growth path, the spiritual path, oftentimes our biggest creations cannot be created until we've mastered the ability to walk in faith. Truly, some of the greatest beings that have ever graced our modern history walked in faith. They did not know how they were going to get what they were here to do done, but because they believed that it was theirs to do, and because they had the belief in themselves and in the larger organizing power and force, they were able to do what they were here to do. And again, there's that catch-22 point where you're being invited into faith. You're being invited to receive it via your own admission of, your own openness to, your own willingness to receive that grace that comes in when you have true faith. When you know that when you know, you know. And so you walk forward knowing that you know the call in you is real, and that as you walk in faith, every door around you opens. So that's what happens when you truly have faith. So feels complete for today. If this has been helpful, please drop some comments below, send me some likes, send me some loves, and again, later on I'll drop a link to our Facebook group, our private Untethered Entrepreneurs group that you can join, where I'm going to have other additional exclusive training and content and things to support our tribe of Untethered Entrepreneurs. So thanks for joining me, everybody. Once again, I'm Noah Hammond Terrell, and I'll see you again soon.